Pennsylvania.
And the internet's sufficient?
Yeah, Portland's getting Google Fiber, so
Yeah, so am
you
I,
know,
supposedly.
yeah, it's rolling out slowly, right? Dude, it's just living here sucks a dick
I got an
for, like,
email.
pricing.
I got an email
Did
this
you?
week. Yeah, it said that they've switched from the design to the construction phase. They're like, "Have you seen us out there with our shovels and our hard hats?" I'm like, "No, not even a single time ever." He's like, "We're coming to you."
Are you in the zone? Like when you looked it up, like you're in the zone that should be getting it, right?
I feel like they haven't they haven't defined the zone. The purpose of the email they sent me was, I think, to like gather interest. You know, they're looking at who's checking to see if it's available, and that's going to influence where they build first. So, you know, I'm certainly letting them know that I'm interested, but I'm not going to be toward the top of their list. I think they'll be looking for more densely populated neighborhoods than mine.
Business Triangle Park area.
I'm in
Like
there.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
are you? Okay.
yeah, I have a Raleigh address, but I just, you know, my little corner of Raleigh, like I've got a 14.5 acre plot here. And like that,
Oh, okay. You're not like in Raleigh. You're just in the area.
I have one of the bigger lots in Raleigh. And
gotcha.
so I just feel like I'm personally one of the less attractive targets. We'll see when it gets to me.
Kaio, you have some really shitty internet, don't you, out there?
It's not awful. It's gotten better over the years. I think right now it's like 14 down and like 2.5 up, which is shitty by, you know, comparisons with anything out there near LA.
Right.
But around here in my little rural area, that's not too bad.
pretty
And
good.
I can do everything I really need to do. I can't live stream, but I can, you know, I can watch HD videos. I can stream HD video and watch that. It doesn't.
Yeah, 14 down is enough. You just can't like you can't upload crazy shit.
Yeah, and I can do this, you know. This works out pretty nicely. But if I've ever want to download something, torrent something, God forbid, you know, it's a wait. And you know,
Yeah.
new console games when I've got to do like some 17 gig download, it's like, well, I guess I won't be playing this game today.
Yeah. So here's a question that came up with me, you know, because I have a girlfriend, so everything that I do has to involve, you know, her. Would you, Woody, knowing that there is, all right, so let's just say Google Fiber just misses you, and I know you're already settled in, but like Kyle and Woody, would you guys move for better internet? And we're not talking like you're moving for the chance of better internet. We're talking, we're talking like, you know, if you move here, you're getting the 1 gig down, 1 gig up, Google Fiber for $100 a month guaranteed, you know, and you're moving to a similar area, but you just have to put up with the shit of moving to get there.
Yeah, I'd probably do that. Yeah, I think as long as I'm not moving too far, like if I can still accomplish all the same things I can do here, like if I move 45 minutes away, like yeah, totally. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, when we bought a house, internet is a big thing. And I feel like that's not everybody, but it should be. You know, if I told you like, hey, this is a really great home, the electricity's spotty. Your lights are going to be coming and going, and you know, your oven doesn't get to full temperature. But otherwise, the drywall's nice, but the electricity's, you know, it's kind of shit. Yeah. No. The internet is a utility that needs to be good. When the sellers, when I told them that I was having better internet run from Time Warner, were like, you could do that? They wouldn't do it for me. And they told me no, too. They're like, we don't service that area. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't service it? I'm like, everything's for sale. Give me a quote. And we worked from there. So yeah, I absolutely internet. To me, it's a important utility. I wouldn't buy a place where the water sucked. I wouldn't buy a place where the electricity sucked, and the internet has to be able to do what I needed to do.
It's crazy because when we were moving out here with Trevor, myself, and Brennan, when we were looking at a house, it was actually between this house and a house in Beverly Hills with a pool. I mean, you know, like right in prime area. Beverly Hills house was going to cost $300 a month for 5 upload between 3 of us. And it was just like, we can't live here. Like we moved here for a job. No matter how nice the house is, if you can't do your job, you're not living here long enough. So we're just like, fuck, we'll get the lesser of the two, but it has way better internet. Boom, 3 Fios lines.
There? Yeah,
we have 3 Fios lines of 150 into the house. So it's awesome.
That is awesome. Like part of me wonders. I mean, obviously, there's more to live streaming than just internet connection, but quality is a thing. You know, if you have a strong PC and a Fios channel, then that gives you an advantage over other streamers. You can look better.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, their Twitch caps it at 3,500 kilobits per second, which is good enough to have 1080 30, like really crisp 1080p 30 frames per second, or really crisp 720p 60 frames. It is not good enough to do 1080 60. It looks a little bit ratey, a little bit pixelaty. YouTube lets you do it at 9,000 right now, so I'm expecting Twitch to bump it up. But like, if I was able, or if like you're in Google Fiber, if they had no bitrate maximum, bitrate for the people that are watching that aren't sure, it's the amount of data that you're pushing to the stream. So it's like, the higher the bitrate, the better the quality. So, you could do at like 10,000 bitrate, you could do like 1080p, 60 FPS, and it would look like you're watching a 1080p video, like, full HD Netflix or Hulu. So you're right, you would get like a huge, huge, huge advantage over somebody who's only able to do 720p. It would look way different, leaps and bounds different.
Yeah.
Like standard def versus HD.
Heck, I'm watching the three of you, and your picture is better than the other two.
That is because of the camera that I'm using, though. Like I have what this is a it's a Canon G30 that I have an HDMI out. Like it's like a full like camera, and then I run it into a capture card in my PC. So it's like a full 1080 60 FPS camera.
Now, what are you doing for lighting?
I got an LED panel right there.
Nice.
I've got a laptop with a green camera and a window behind me.
I mean, but it works.
Right on there.
But it works. Like that's all you need to get started too. Like I always get sick when people are like, "Holy shit! Like you have thousands of dollars in equipment." You're like, "Yeah, this is my job. I like spend a lot of money on my equipment." But like what Taylor's got is it more than sufficient to get the job done and get you going.
It's
that's
a
all
start.
everybody had.
I feel like the investment you put in shows off in the product. Like
it does. Yeah. It scales. Like it has like diseconomy of scale. So like the more you put in at a certain point, it's like you have to pay thousands of dollars to get a slight bump in quality.
Returns once you hit that critical
That's
mass.
what it is, diminishing returns. Yeah.
So
Crazy
much
shit.
Let's see any more AMAs that you noticed, Kyle, while you were musefully looking about.
There's a few here. They're this isn't our best list
You
of
guys
AMA.
suck at asking questions.
Well,
Let's see.
would
I
win
mean,
enough-
I mean, here's one. When Kyle builds your fence, would you consider putting a couple head of cattle on your property to help on taxes? If it were me, I would put some longhorns and show that I'm operating at a loss. I guess he means on your taxes. So far this year, the shows have been great. Keep up the good work. So the question is, Woody, do you think you could save money on taxes by starting a longhorn cattle business and having it lose money on your property?
Funny you mentioned that.
Jesus.
So
funny you mentioned.
I got a
Like,
letter.
how do you have a tangential story for this? Like,
Right now, when I bought this place, I knew that the homeowners association expired soon, and it expires as I look at this in like 5 or 6 days. And I didn't want an HOA. Like that was a thing that I came in here thinking. Now they want to re-up it, and it's just and if I sign this, it's just going to keep getting re-upped and re-upped. And the HOA is not that restrictive. There's no cost, like no monthly fees or anything, but it prevents you from having swine, and it more importantly prevents you from putting like smaller houses on this land. Like if you look like past where I live, there's all sorts of like medium density housing, and it's zoned for even like townhouses and condos and something. Like I think there's some areas where you can put like 15 units per acre or something.
your
like
house is zoned for townhouses and condos? Is what
I
this
need to
is?
double check on that, but I think it is.
But you think it is. Okay, I got you. So
And-
that would be preventing people from just being like, all right, fuck my house, let me build a townhouse right here in the middle of the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. But I have enough land that I kind of feel like if they put townhouses, and a lot of my neighbors have like 2 acres. So they're like, let's all agree not to put townhouses. And it's like, you've got an acre or two. I have 14 and a half. Like when we all agree not to have a developer do stuff, we're really all agreeing that I'm not doing that. And
Yeah, you're not putting shit on a 1 acre land.
Yeah. So it turns out I have the tie-breaking vote that, yeah. And now, like, I'm deciding whether or not this homeowners association keeps going or not. My attorney called me back this afternoon, so I'm going to send him all the documents and stuff tonight after the show, probably. And I have to make a decision on this. And one of the things that the other people are saying is like, look, if this HOA goes away, then the taxes on the real estate taxes can be based on the best use of this property. So it might go to like $12,000 a year, my real estate taxes, which is about doubling. On the other hand, if I put a farm on here, they'll cut in half. Like,
Yeah, fuck it, Woody. You got so much land. Fuck those people. And like, you can put a farm on it, and then you can say, fuck the farm, let me develop on it, and then you just double dipped, and you're all good.
It seems like your llama farm really might come to fruition. Like,
There we go.
So
really-
so if the HOA doesn't
Prayers.
exist, there's nothing protecting me from like $12,000 a year property taxes. But if I put a farm on it, it'll not be 12, it'll be like 3. It'll be less than it is now.
qualifies as a farm. Like,
Funny
is
you
there-
asked. I've looked into this. All you need is $1,000 in sales. And I was talking to someone. They're like, "Yeah, that might be tougher to pull off than you think. $1,000 is a yeah." Kyle, okay, here's the deal. I'm giving each of you $500, and I'm selling eggs at $500 a pop. Do we have a deal here?
I'll take 2.
You could sign the flank steak and send it to a fan for $500. Like, you know.
Yeah, right.
Like, put effort into this one.
I'll sear it in like a Woody's gamer tag, like you'll heat it thing.
Wait, is it just the farm itself or the LLC that the farm is based off of? Because you could just fucking sell Woody's Gamertag branded searing steak prongs.
I don't know how it works exactly, but the farm has to produce $1,000 a year of, and not profits, revenue. You have to sell $1,000
Gross.
with the year.
Bruh, you got it.
Right. Yeah. Not even. Is it gross? I feel like gross is like before taxes stuff. But yeah, just total income, sales.
Yeah.
You do 1,000 in
That's
sales.
not a problem at all. I'll buy a llama calf from you if that's what they're called for $1,000, and we'll be all good. But the question is, like, what kind of farmer are you going to be? Because you actually going to have to do this. You know you are. Like, yeah, $3,000 versus $12,000 versus probably $5,000 or $6,000. Like, easy decision. Llama time.
Yeah, is somebody gonna pay you $5,000 to take care of a llama? Like, you're not gonna say no. That's an experience. You
think
gotta
I-
get yourself a llama.
Don't llamas spit at people?
Yeah, but that's fucking
camels.
hype. No,
No.
llamas spit.
We'll see you.
Yeah,
Llama spit.
llamas spit.
Yeah, I watched a woman go in for a kiss to a llama, and she's like, and the llama's like, right at her. She got covered. It was awful. But
Maybe ostriches. Ostriches are hype.
doesn't
Those
even
can be
matter if
dangerous.
you do, though.
I don't know if you've ever seen
Oh,
an ostrich
yeah.
up close
They
and
can
personal.
They're big.
They could kill you. Like
Yeah.
they've got like these thumb talons, like a velociraptor, and they
Oh,
could just
fuck.
really disembowel you if they.
they're
if
that
they-
badass?
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
I've
it's
seen,
so
like-
big and powerful.
Yeah, I've seen ostriches like run, keep pace, like while locking eyes at like 40 miles an hour with a guy in the car who like
By the
wrongs-
car, yeah. They're
And you
so
just-
big, dude. And emus are really big too. Like when you like stand next to this thing, you're like, oh fuck, you're like much bigger than me. Like its head is like 9 feet up there, and he's walking around. His legs are like that
Dangerous.
big around.
What if I
Steer
had?
away from the dangerous ornery animals. Just get like 4 sheep, 1 chicken. Sell Kyle a
Get pigs. Pigs are super nice.
$1,500.
Miniature horses. Right?
All right, but
Oh, that's
but
kind of
those are health issues, and horses are stupid expensive. Like people have pigs as house pets. Like apparently pigs are super loyal. They're like dogs, but really dirty and taste good.
Pigs
So-
are like the other thing that the HOA currently doesn't allow. How funny would it be if I didn't sign the HOA and started
and
a
then you just
swine
got a
farm?
fucking mini pigs. Call it fucking pig farm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like them duck pigs.
I,
Yeah, you could be Bricktop. This would be great. Get pigs.
So I honestly don't know for sure what I'm going to do with this HOA thing. I am waiting on my attorney to get back to me. We're sort of cutting it close.
All right. Well,
But-
here's what I recommend you get, Woody, because I think this would be easy and like super easy to take care of. Get 1 cow.
They're
Like a
not
cow.
a cow. All
A
right.
Holstein cow, like the black and white milk cow.
But what about like the cost of like if it gets legitimately ill and you have to like make that decision to
Yeah.
All right, I mean, I just feel like the cost of like recouping a cow is way more than the cost of recouping
About
a
15
pig.
cents. And a
Go for
whole.
it, man.
That's probably how you do it.
I mean, you got to. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can't be paying a vet to come look at that. No, we'll go get a vet involved, but
A
at some point you gotta
Holstein
cut your
cow?
losses.
What the
There's
hell
got to
is
be
it?
some good fresh steak.
My Scottish guy was really adamant about having the best cows in the world. They look like yaks.
They better be Wagyu.
Highland
or else you're not getting
cows.
them. That's what you need, Woody. You need to start your own official Wagyu cow business so you can import Wagyu meat. That shit's like $10,000 per pound. I don't know.
Wait, Scottish guy has cows. Is it like organic cows where you know how they say like free range? Or these like freshly fucked and regularly pleasured cows?
Dude, they're like emo cows. Here, I'll give you a picture.
Emo cows?
You'll see.
I hope they have the haircut.
Just
Those are more like California surfer dude cows, man.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I've seen these before.
Yeah, he was really proud
No,
of them.
don't get some ridiculous like Irish cow. Get a southern cow so your neighbors don't laugh at you.
Don't want the cow. Cows can cost a lot and they can die more easily than you think. Just get a bunch of chickens, easy to replace. That's it. That's all you need. Easy to feed, easy to take care of. You got enough land that they can just do whatever the hell they want, and you'll actually get good eggs from it.
And
like
I've seen
benefit.
chicken fences. They cost like 10 cents a foot.
Exactly.
Like for me to fence in a cow
wire
pasture.
mesh.
Yeah, a cow pasture. This is a serious investment in like fencing, and
I figured you were already doing that fencing to begin with, though.
Chicken coop is all you need.
I'm not sure. So far, our dogs have, ever since Jack died, we just open the door, let the dogs do their
Well-
business, and then open it again, and they return.